Hi everyone, a very good afternoon to all of you. And today is our third session of the Excel training. A very warm welcome to all of you. And I know it's difficult to come and connect for a class amidst all these festivities. Yes, but I do thank you all sincerely for taking out the time from the excitement and the celebrations and connecting for some new learning. So today's session, we are going to cover these things. So today's session is going to be more about cleaning up your data. So I'm sure you all get data from different sources. Sometimes people get data from SAP. Sometimes the data has blank spaces. Sometimes there is data where the data needs to be properly formatted or cleaned up. So today's session, we are going to first talk about sorting data, multi-level, filtering data, like an advanced filter where the condition is written externally. And then we're going to begin with some text related functions, cleaning up data, removing errors, and working with some of the new Office 365 functions. So the first quick tip which I'm going to show you is how to take a copy very quickly. Can you see this VLOOKUP simple sheet? We are going to use this particular sheet in order to practice today. So the data is with you, the same data which we used on day 1 and on day 2. And the data, we are just going to hold down control key. Hold control key and move it. And you will see a copy is made. Can you see? We look up simple with bracket 2. So what did I do? I just held down control key and moved. We look up simple 3. So when you hold down the control key and move a sheet either to the left or the right, it makes a copy of the sheet. I repeat, if you take a sheet and you move it either to the left or to the right by holding down the control key, it makes a copy. Then what I want you to do is I want you to rename the sheet. So double click on it and let's call it practice dash 3. So you can call this practice day 3 and rename the sheet. So take a copy of the sheet. Take a copy of the sheet and rename a sheet and let me know when you've done it in the chat box. Then we're going to clear this data from here. Now, in order to clear this data from here, since it is formatting and it is text, what I will do is I will select it. And what will I do? I will go to the eraser here and click on clear all. What will clear all do? It will clear formatting as well as text. Are we good? Any questions? Okay. Now I'm going to just spread out these columns. And if within the data I do a control A, I end up selecting the whole data. If within the data I click on control A, I end up selecting the whole data. Now I'm going to do multi-level sorting. Now what is multi-level sorting? As the name suggests, multi-level sorting is a two-level sorting. So there is level 1 and below that there is level 2. In this multi-level sorting, I will first sort by status, then by salary. So two-level sorting. First I will sort by status, then I will sort by salary. Do a control A. When I do a control A within my data set, I repeat, when I do a control A within my data set, the whole data gets selected. When I do a control A within my data set, the whole data gets selected. After that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to data. And instead of choosing this sorting, which is sort A to Z or sort Z to A, I will use this sorting option in order to sort based on column headers. I will be using this sorting in order to sort based on column headers. Click on this. Now, when I click on this particular sort option, you will get this pop-up which opens in front of you. You will get this pop-up which opens in front of you. Firstly, always enable my data has headers. Always enable my data has headers. What does this mean? This means that your data has headings and you would like to consider these headings. It means that your data has headings and you would like to consider these headings. First, you are sorting by status. First level of sorting by status. Status in ascending order. When I click on this, what will happen? All the status will be arranged in ascending order. That means everyone from the same status will be grouped together. They will be taken or stacked up together. Then, since I want to sort by status and by salary, I will click on this plus sign here. I repeat, I will click on this plus sign here to add a new level of sorting. I will click on this plus sign here to add a new level of sorting. So click on add a level, sort by status, then by salary. So first I'm going to sort by status and then my second level I'm going to sort by salary. Again, when I'm sorting by salary, I will choose smallest to biggest. So what will happen? First, the statuses will be sorted. And then within each status, the salaries in that section will be arranged in ascending order. First, the status will be sorted in ascending order. And then within the status, you will see that your salaries are in ascending order. Click on OK. And here, let us scroll. In contract, you will see that within contract, all the salaries are in ascending order. Can you see? So contract starts here. It starts from 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 29 and goes all the way down till 89. Can you see this? So all of these only belong to contract. And then when full time starts, you will see that within full time, they are again sorted in ascending order. Yes. And then when the next one, that is half time starts, half time will again be in ascending order. And then hourly will start in ascending order. So can you all try this multi-level sorting, please, everyone? Please try this multi-level sorting and let me know in chat. Okay, great. Now suppose you would like to remove this sorting. Suppose you would like to remove this. You'll go back over here and you will first select the data. Then you'll go back here and either you can delete the levels of sorting or change it to something else. So for example, now I can take department, add a level, and within the department, I want salary in ascending order. I want to sort by department. And within each department, I would like my salaries to be arranged in ascending order. Click on OK. Scroll to the top and let us validate. So here this is one department and salary in ascending order. Second department, salary in ascending order. Third department, salary in ascending. So what will happen? Within each department, the salaries will be in ascending order. So what is the second question? Sort by department, salary, A dash Z. A to Z is considered as ascending order. A to Z is considered as ascending order. Please try everyone. Next question for you all to try. Sort by status. I repeat, sort by status. Job rating in ascending order. Sort by status. Job rating in ascending order. Good work. Now, suppose if I tell you, I need to add 3 levels of sorting. Suppose if I tell you, I need to add 3 levels of sorting. What will I do? I will go to sort. First, I will select my data, always. Select my data, go to sort, add the third level. So first sort by department. Within the department, I want the status. And after that, I want the salary in ascending. So how many levels of sorting this is? 3 levels of sorting. So under ABC, there is contract and salaries in ascending order. So 3 levels of sorting, sort by department, then by status, then by salary. Okay. Now, can I ask you a question? You cannot unsort, correct? You remove a filter. But can you unsort? No. You cannot recover your data back to its original format in case of sorting. Everyone agrees with me? But if I want to recover or I want to keep a copy of my data in the original order, I repeat, if I would like to keep a copy of my data in the original order, like the order in which it was given to you, what I can do over here is I can come to this copy over here. This copy I have not changed. I have not applied anything to this. Okay. And I can add a new column over here called sort by. Okay. I'm adding a new column called sort. Here I will write 1 and I will hold down control key and drag it till the end. Okay. By adding this new column called sort by, what is the advantage? I will show. Do a control A, go to sort, and here in sort, okay, I'm going to say sort by, I will say department, add a level, sort by salary, and say okay. So can you see this has sorted by department and by salary? Now I will come back here. First select the data, come back to sort, delete the level. Now I will sort by status, add a new level. Within status, I will sort by job rating. So within each status, I want the job rating in ascending order. This is also done. But now at this point of time, I feel I want my original sort order back. Will I sit to do Control Z, Control Z? Will I sit to do Control Z, Control Z? No. Instead, what I will do is I will go to sort. First, I will delete the extra levels of sorting. Then, under sort by, I will choose the sort by column. Which is this column? This column is the extra column which I added. I repeat, this is the extra column which I added. After that, what I will do is I will click on OK. And now I have got my original sort order before I had applied the multi-level sort. So by adding a new column with the numbers in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that kind of series, it will enable us to keep a backup. It will enable us to keep a backup or a copy of my original sort order. I repeat, it will help me to keep a backup or a copy of my original sort order. Yes? So can everyone please try this extra column called sort by? Can everyone try this sort by column? Good work, everyone. Okay. So today what we have covered till now is sorting, but multi-level sort. Now I'm going to show you this filter option. Now I'm going to show you this filter option, which is called as the advanced filter option. I'm going to show you this filter option, which is called as the advanced filter option. In this filter option called advanced filter, we use it for multiple criteria or condition. Sometimes for conflicting criteria or condition. So for example, if I am looking for department quality control and salary less than 20,000 and department quality assurance with salary more than 20,000. If I want to filter data in that manner, I would need to write it down as an external criteria or a condition. Let me copy this and paste it here.
Madam, I have one question here.
Yes, yes.
So like, in this sorting, suppose if I'll give the employee name also A2, like, ascending order, then department also, and and some other column, like, if it is coming through the alphabet. So if I'll give from a, like, ascending order, so the data will get conflict, or like how, means it will get confused, the data.
No, it won't get
So
confused.
which
What will
one?
happen? So what will happen first is your employee name in ascending order, correct? First is employee name in ascending order, right?
Yes,
Then you
yes,
will
yes.
add the next level where you will say you want the department. So first employees will be in ascending order, then their departments will be. So first
Hmm.
criteria or the first main parameters, employee names in ascending. Then
So the base data is the first, like what
yes,
we are
yes,
going to select the
yes.
first
So
is.
it considers the first thing. Then after
Hmm.
that, keeping the first thing constant or fixed, the second thing is made. Okay. And then keeping
Hmm.
first and second both constant third. So for example, I'll give you on this data 1 minute. So
Because I
suppose
was
you
thinking
have,
like, employee name, if it is ascending order, suppose the that James Abbott, right? So whatever is there, it will fall in place.
yes, suppose you have something like this. Suppose you have regions. Okay. Suppose you have regions. What will happen? The regions will be in ascending order. And within the region, the branches will be in ascending order. Are you getting what I'm trying to say now?
Yes, like we have to see the branch kind of structure. It's not
Yes,
always from the
yes,
employee name,
yes,
but the department is the first. So we have to go actually as per the department. Is it like that?
exactly. Yes. So whichever is the first, you take according to that. I have one data which is there based on regions. I will just open. Okay, let me take this is sample superstore. We have it, but I'll just take this city and state. Okay, suppose I only take this two, city and state. Control shift down. Okay, and I'll take these three columns. Copy this. I'm going to come over here, add a new sheet. Okay. Now, suppose I want the regions in ascending order, and within the regions, I want the city. Correct? Control A, click on this. First, it will take region. Why? Because that's my first. Add a level. Within the region, it will take the city. Click on it. Now you'll see under central region, all cities are ascending. Are you getting what I'm trying to say now?
Yes, I understood. Yeah, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, most welcome. Okay, so here we are talking now about advanced filter. In advanced filter, what happens is we write an external criteria or a condition. We write an external criteria or a condition. So here, what can you see? You can see the department, correct? And you can see the sign. So department is quality control and salary is less than 25,000. Is that clear? Department is quality control. Salary we are talking about less than 25,000. So we don't need the sort by column right now. So click on advanced filter. Now when we click on advanced filter, you will see this pop-up opens. So first it will ask you, filter the list in place. That means do you want the filter here only or copy to another location? That means do you want this filtered version to be pasted on another sheet? If you want it to be pasted on another sheet, you have to choose the location. For now, we will be exploring filter list in place. For now, we will be exploring filter list in place. So first is list range. Yes. Criteria. What is your criteria or your condition? This is your criteria or your condition. Now, if this data has been copy pasted from somewhere, there is a possibility that there are duplicate values. And in that case, if I am only looking for unique records, I will check this. In that case, if I am looking only for unique records, I will check this. Click on OK. And here, if you see the data now, you only see data for quality control and less than 25,000. Can you see this? So based on this external criteria or this external condition, the data has been filled. This is called as an advanced filter where you externally write your criteria or your condition based on which you want to fill. Right now I've written one, I can write even multiple criteria or condition. But since we are just beginning, first we will start with one and then we will go to 2 and 3 conditions. So can you all try this out? Writing the condition externally and using this advanced filter. Writing the condition externally and using this advanced filter. Please go ahead, everyone. This is the question. I'm putting it in chat in case you all need it. This is what we are looking for. Okay. Now let this condition be as it is and clear the filter. Now I'm going to apply one on hourly. Okay, so this is another condition I'm applying. And the number of years work should be more than 20. So number of years work should be more than 20. And the status should be hourly. So again, select the data, okay? Or you, even if you don't select the data, you can directly go to advanced. Okay. List range, what does list range stand for? List range stands for your data. Okay. Criteria stands for the condition. Now the condition is this one. Click here. If you feel that the data, again, I repeat, has been copy pasted from somewhere and there is a possibility or a probability that duplicate values are there, you can check this one. Else click on OK. And now you'll only see data for hourly, but the number of years work will be more than 20. You'll only see the data for hourly and the number of years worked will be greater than 20. Once you have applied one filter, always clear the filter, then apply. Otherwise, if you're applying the second filter, you are applying it on the condensed data. You are applying it on a part of the data. You're not applying it on the whole data. So you're applying it on a part of the data and your results may not be accurate. Let me know when you're complete. We'll wait for 2 more minutes for all the other participants to complete. Okay, now I'm going to actually show you the true potential of the advanced fit. Now, these things, what I am doing right now, can also be achieved through a simple filter, right? These things, what I've done, these two types of sorting or filtering can also be got or can also be achieved through a normal filter, right? By clicking on the drop down and select. But suppose I have something like this. Suppose I have a condition like this. Suppose I have condition like this. So quality control, quality assurance, yes, I can check. But if I have something like this, which is greater than 25,000, in case of quality control, but in case of quality assurance, sorry, less than 25,000 in case of quality control, and more than 25,000 in case of quality assurance. So if I have conflicting conditions, if I say greater than 25,000, I will lose less than 25. And if I say less than 25, I will lose the items which are greater than. So I cannot apply this through the normal method. because these two conditions, they contradict or they clash with one another. Here is the true use of the advanced filter when there are multiple conditions and one condition is going against the other condition. So what I'm going to do over here is go to data, click on advanced, select the list range, that is your criteria or your data. Criteria range is this whole thing. Okay, click again. So when you do, click on OK. Now you will see data for quality control and for quality assurance with conflicting conditions, which would not have been possible with our normal simple filter. The true use of an advanced filter is when there are conflicting conditions which go against each other. When there are conflicting conditions or there are contradicting conditions which go against each other. In this case, the advanced filter is very, very useful. Okay, try out this one example. I'm going to give you all two more questions on this before we go ahead for practice. I'm putting down your questions here for you. These are the questions that are there for you in the chat box. Please solve them. Question 2 and question 3. Try it out and let me know. Once you all are done with all three questions, please message me in the chat box. Yes, sure. I'll show you how to do it. So let's go to data and under data, go to advanced. Okay, first is list range. List range stands for your data or your database, who you want to apply. So list range, control shift down, select the whole data. Then we have your criteria. Criteria stands for your condition. So this is my condition. So first you select your list range or your data. Then you select your criteria or your condition. Click on OK, and here you can see the filtered version of the data. Now, how do you know that the data is filtered? Because in between there are gaps in the numbers. In between there are gaps in the numbers. If you don't see the row number, you can also see the sort by, and that also has gaps, which further endorses the fact that certain rows are hidden because you are seeing a filtered version of the data. Another way to cross-check if your filter is working or applied, you will immediately see that clear filter is enabled. If you click on clear filter and remove the filter and no filter is applied, you will see that clear filter is grayscale. So in the absence of a filter, the clear filter is always gray. Please try out the three examples and we will go ahead. Okay. I'll give you all one more minute and we will proceed after that. Did everyone try out all the three conditions? Please try the third condition on your own. The admin training with number of years work more than 25 and project and contract services with number of years work less than 25. Okay, super. Now let us go to some of the text related functions. Now let us go to some of the text related functions. These text related functions will help you in order to further clean up the data. They will help you to further clean up the data. So for example, if I say is equal to lower, select, open the bracket, is equal to lower, open bracket, select the text and close the bracket. It will convert the text into lowercase. Similarly, if I come here and I do is equal to upper, open bracket, select the text, close the bracket, it will convert it into uppercase. And if I do is equal to proper, open bracket, select the text, close the bracket, it will put first letter capital, all the other letters small, and the next letter capital and all the other letters small. So the three different text related simple functions are upper, lower, and proper. Upper, lower, and proper. Please try these. Upper will convert to uppercase, lower will convert to lowercase, and proper will convert to proper case. Try out these functions, please, everyone. Okay, good work. I'm going to go to sample superstore. I'm going to select this column and I'm going to paste it. So I'm taking data from sample superstore. Yeah, I'm going to paste it on this sheet. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to increase the width of the column. How do you auto fit the width? Double click. Now I'm going to show you something which is called as the left function. Suppose you want to extract only the first two characters from the left side. If you want to extract only the first two characters from the left side, we will use the left function. So is equal to left, open, select the text, comma. How many characters you want from left side? Two characters. Close bracket, hit enter, and this is two. Come to the corner and double or drag it down. Can you see this? This is called left. Then we have right. What will right do? Similar to left. Just as left will extract two characters from the left side, right will extract characters from the right side. So if I want the number, okay, which is 152156, which is six characters, that is from the right side. Okay, correct? I want the number from this, which is six characters, but from the right side. I will write is equal to right, open bracket, select the text, comma, six characters from right side, close bracket, hit enter. Can you see this? What is this? It has extracted characters from the right side. Okay. So did you all understand this? Six characters from the right. Now, like you have right and you have left, we also have mid. Mid, as the name suggests, will extract characters from the middle. Okay. Suppose I only want the date. Suppose I only want the date. So in this order ID column, if you look very carefully, there is a date embedded in the center. Suppose I only want that date, I will say is equal to mid, open bracket, select the text, comma, starting number from the fourth character. So C, A and hyphen. C, A and hyphen is three characters. So we start from fourth character, comma. How many characters we want? We want four characters, 2017. How many characters we want? Four characters. Close bracket, hit enter. This is the number. Come to the corner, double click, and here we have the number. Can everyone try these three things? Have you all tried upper, lower? Has everyone tried upper, lower? Then try left, right, and mid before I go ahead. Try left, right, and mid. These are very, very quick, ones which are easy to use and they actually make your workflow or handling of raw data very seamless. Please try these three, everyone, and let me know in chat.
Madam, for this mid one, suppose only like big number is there without any half one or something, still it will work.
Yeah. You have to start counting from a particular character and then say
Huh.
how many you want from there.
Can you show one example? Like, the postal code is there, na 75002.
Huh.
So how we can apply mid there?
Give me a number. Give me a number. I'll show you. Tell me the
Yeah,
number.
that postal code.
This one.
Huh.
You want this one. From here, how many characters you want?
Third character, after third character.
Okay. So is equal to mid, open bracket. Select the postal code, comma.
Hmm.
Starting number, third character onwards. Correct?
Hmm.
And how many
Yes.
characters you want? Two,
Acha,
or you
okay,
want three
understood.
characters? So you take
Three
three.
character.
ये देखो.
Okay.
Got it?
Got it. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Functionality same hai. Only you need to understand it. Once you understand starting number means it will start counting from that character as one. And number of characters will tell you how many characters you want. Clear? Yes, sure. I'll repeat mid. Mid is little confusing. I'll repeat mid again. Is equal to mid, open bracket. Suppose I want from this something from the middle of this. Okay, so select the text, comma. Now they will ask me start number. Start number means from which number will I start counting. If I say start counting from fourth number, it will start counting from fourth number. And from fourth number, if I want six characters, okay, I don't want only the year. I want the year plus I want the hyphen and I want one. So I will say six characters, close bracket, enter. So can you see what happened over here? So basically it is what do you want? And based on that, mid will give it to you. Start number is from where to start counting. Number of characters means how many characters you want. Okay. Now, if I need to join all these, see, right, mid, everything. If I need to join all these, I will use either the shortcut and or I will use concatenate function. Either I will use the shortcut and or I will use concatenate function. Okay. So what will I do? I can say is equal to select CA and select mid and select right. Can you see it joined everything together? But it did not give me the hyphen between C, A, right and mid. Correct? It did not give me the hyphen. If I want the hyphen, what will I do? I will say is equal to take CA and open quotes, hyphen, close quotes. Again and. Then select mid. Again and. Open quotes, hyphen, close quotes. Again and then select right. Enter. Can you see this? It has joined the whole thing. I will copy paste this in chat box so that it helps you all. But in this manner, you can join a string. Can you see this? It has joined. If I want the hyphen, then I have to do open quotes, hyphen, close quotes, because hyphen is considered as text and text in Excel is always denoted in double inverted commas. I repeat, text in Excel is always denoted with double quotes. Whenever you want to write about text, you always take double quotes. So, for example, if I want a comma or anything, any other string character, I will take in inverted commas. But if I want blank space, I will take empty inverted commas. So is equal to open quotes and open quotes, space bar, close quotes, and again, and take this here. So if you just want space, you will do empty open quotes. Only for space will be empty open quotes. For name and surname, both also you'll have to do it this way. Try out these two examples, everyone, please. Try out these two examples, everyone, please. We'll wait for 2 more minutes for everyone else to complete. If we want to use concatenate function, I repeat, if you want to use the concatenate function instead of this, you'll do this is equal to concatenate. You'll do is equal to concatenate. Select the first text, comma as a separator, open quotes hyphen close quotes, comma as a separator again. Select mid, comma, open quotes, space bar, close quotes, comma again, select right, close bracket, hit enter, and this is the text. So you can also use concatenate function in order to join the text. So whether you're comfortable with concatenate or you're comfortable with the shortcut and, I leave it up to you. In both cases, you are getting the same answer. I repeat, in both of the scenarios or in both cases, you're getting the same answer. So irrespective, whichever option you explore or intend to continue using, you are going to get the same answer. Okay. Okay, now there's another interesting thing I want to show. There is another interesting thing I want to show you. When I
Ma'am,
come,
can you copy paste that formula
which one,
in
ma'am?
chat box? The chat in chat box that content.
I have copy pasted it, ma'am. Do you want me to show you once how to do it?
Yes.
Yes, I'll show it to you. So you do this is equal to, begin with equal to sign, concatenate. When you start typing, you get the reference. If you double click on it, you can start using it from the spelling which is already spelled out by Excel. Select the first instance or the first text, comma as a separator. Select the second text, comma as a separator. Select the third text. Close bracket, hit enter. This is without hyphen. If you want to go ahead with the option without the hyphen, you will use this option. But if you want the option with the hyphen, then you'll do this is equal to concatenate, open, select text 1, comma. open quotes, hyphen, close quotes, comma again, select text 2, comma, open quotes, hyphen, close quotes, comma, select text 3, comma, enter. Is it clear? Any questions?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay, perfect. Now, if I happen to delete some of these values from here, can you see what happens? The number gets removed from all of these formulas. You know why? Because it is taking a reference from here. Similarly, if I come here and I delete from here, it has removed all of these formulas. Why does this happen? Because over here, they are referring to these formulas. Can you see there is I5 in this, there is I5 in this also. What I need to do is if I want to make this a permanent thing and I do not want this to change, if I change this or I delete this, I will copy this, okay? I will copy this, so Control C and come back here and under home, under paste, there is something called paste as values. When I come here and I paste it as values, what will happen is the link between I5 and K, L and M column is broken. The link between I5 and column K, L and M is broken. Then what will happen is K, L and M will be open to accept any kind of data. K, L and M will be open to accept any kind of data, but it will not be dependent on I5. So can you see this now what has happened? These are values. It is no more dependent on this. So if I delete this also, there will be no change in K, L and M. Why? Because I have pasted it as values. So when you want the link between your source and your other formulas to break, always copy and paste as values. By pasting it as values, the link breaks. So if there's any change in your source data, your destination data will not be affected. Even if there is a change in your source data, your destination data will not be affected. Please try copying and pasting by values. Try copy and paste as values. And then delete the source. You'll get an idea of the difference. Yeah, please try this copy and pasting as values. We'll wait for 2 more minutes till everyone else finishes. Okay, let us move ahead. Now, sometimes what happens is in data set, there is something like this, spaces. Can you see this? Now, in order to take care of this, we use the function called trim. Now, you know what the function called trim does? It will remove these extra spaces. So is equal to trim, open bracket, select the reference point, close bracket, enter. It will remove the extra spaces, but trim function retains one space. So like if you have name and surname and you have a vast space, it will retain that one character space. So it has retained one character space here and it has retained one character spacing. But the extra spacing it will remove. So what does trim function do? Trim function will remove the extra spacing. Trim function will remove the extra spacing. Please try adding extra space and using the trim function. Is equal to trim is the name of the function. We'll wait for 1 more minute till everyone completes the trim function. Okay, thank you for the intimation that you all have completed. Now let us go ahead and let us talk about some more data cleaning up techniques. For that, there is a sheet called data cleanup. For that, there is a sheet called data cleanup, and I want you all to navigate and go to that sheet. The sheet name is called data cleaning up. Please go to that sheet. Sheet name data cleaning up. This sheet has a lot of practice of whatever we've done up till now. So we are going to practically apply whatever we have done till now on this particular data set. I repeat, we are going to practically apply. Firstly, if you want to keep a copy of the sheet, what will you do? Hold down Control key and move the sheet either to left or to the right to take a copy. First release the sheet, then release control. So make a copy of the sheet. So here you have data cleaning up 2. So this will be your original sheet and this is your copy sheet. On the copy sheet, the first thing we will be doing is, one way is to auto fit the row height and column width. Whenever you have something which does not fit in a column, you can come between two columns and double click. What will you do? You'll come between the two columns and double click. Alternatively, you can also do a control A. Control A will select the whole data set. And under format, do auto fit column width and auto fit row height. It will take care of both column width and the row height. So under format, you have auto fit row height and column width. It will auto fit it considering the data or the text matter or the numeric values which are there in it. Please do this much and let me know. Okay, now the next thing which we want to do is, if we want to replace, okay, or we want to remove for that matter, this particular client column, everything that is there in bracket, okay, in the client column, if I want to remove it, what will I do? I will come to this particular column. I will do a control shift and plus. What will control shift and plus do? Control shift and plus will add a new column. Control shift and plus will add a new column. Now in this column, if I want to remove this, okay, if I want to remove it, what I can do is I can use the remove function in order to remove. So first what I've showed you is to add a new column. So select the column, do a control shift and plus, and it will add. The plus we will be using here is the one with the equal to below it. The plus we will be using is with the equal to. Control shift and plus will add a new column. Select this column, client column, okay? And now we are going to use the replace function to replace what is in bracket with nothing. I repeat, we are going to use the replace function to replace what is in the bracket with blank. So how will we do that? We will go to find and select, and here we will click on replace. Okay. Find what? So what do we plan to replace? We want to replace the item in the bracket. What do we want to replace? We want to replace item in bracket. What do we want to replace it with? Blank. So basically, I want Amazon.com, comma, Inc. Telsa, comma, Inc. Full stop. Netflix, comma, Inc. So I don't want the bracketed item. In order to remove the bracketed item, represent the bracket in order to search. So find what? Open bracket, asterisk. Asterisk is used to represent string data type. So if you want to represent 3 or 5 characters, you can use asterisk, close bracket. So basically, open bracket, asterisk, close bracket will denote or will search for items in bracket. Open bracket, asterisk, close bracket will look for the items in the bracket. What do you want to replace it with? Blank. Click on replace all. It has made 31 replacements. Click on OK and close. So what has happened over here? Can you see what has happened over here? It has replaced all of the items that were in bracket. I repeat, it has replaced all of the items which were in bracket. Is it clear, everyone? Can you all try this replace? And I will write in the chat box How do we want to show the replacement? For string, it will be open quotes, asterisk close, open bracket, asterisk close. Asterisk represents string. That means multiple characters. Please try this, everyone. Replace. Good work. Okay. Once you'll complete, you'll have all added a new column. Correct? Everyone has added a new column. In this column, I want the client lowercase. So I want the client ID in lowercase to be shown in column D. I repeat, I want the client ID in lowercase to be denoted in column D. So what will you do? You will take the client ID and put it in lowercase. Think and apply the functions we have learned just a while ago, everyone. Client ID in lowercase, which function will you use? I've already put the hint. I've already put the hint for you. Excellent. Thank you. Lowercase. So beginning with is equal to lower, open bracket, select the text, close bracket, enter. How will you copy this? Just come to the corner and double. Now, instead of lower, I repeat, instead of lower, there is one more thing you can do. You can use something which is called as flash fill. Flash fill is available in Office 365 and post 2016 in all versions. Now, what does flash fill do? Firstly, flash fill is not a function or a formula. Flash fill detects patterns in your data set. I repeat, flash fill detects patterns in your data set and replicates those. So, for example, amezon.com, comma, space INC, full stop, enter, TEL. Can you see when I start writing TELSA? When I start writing TEL, when I start writing, can you see TELSA in? Can you see this very grayed thing? Can you see this grayed thing? This grayed thing is called flash fill. If I press enter, it will replicate it in the whole column and given. But let me tell you the disclaimer. This is not a function or a formula. So like a left function or a lower function would give reference to column C, flash fill doesn't give reference. Flash fill detects patterns in a data set and enables you to replicate those patterns. When you type first entry and second entry, it will replicate till third, fourth, fifth entry and complete it. But what flash fill doesn't do is it will not update itself if there are changes in your data set. I repeat, flash fill will not update itself if there are changes in your data set. Another disadvantage of flash fill is It will only work in the adjacent column. So if your data is here, flash fill will only work here. If your data is here and you decide to use flash fill a couple of rows below, it will not work. So flash fill works only next to each other, just next to each other, and it is not a function or a formula. It basically detects patterns in your data set. It detects patterns in your data set. So can you all try this with a flash fill after deleting your lowercase, please? Complete flash fill and let me know. And those who you have completed, I want you all to see column E. What is the problem with column E? And which function or functions will you use for column E?
There are random space
Yes,
in
the
column
text is
E.
not proper, the spacing is not proper, right? I'll give you all one more
Yes.
minute to complete flash fill, and then we'll add a column after column E. Complete flash fill, we will add a column after column E. Okay, I'm adding a column after E. Okay. Now in this column, there are two things you'll do to rectify. First step, we will have to do trim, and we will have to also put it in proper case. Correct? So is equal to trim. What will is equal to trim do by selecting this? It will trim it and remove the extra space. Correct? And what will is equal to proper do? What will is equal to proper do? It will put it in proper case, but it will not trim it. Can I do both together? Anyone? Can I do both together? Can anyone write in the chat how can I do both together? Can I do trim and proper both to the items in the same column? Yes, no. What do you all have to say about this? Quickly, come on, tell me. Can I do trim and proper both together in the same column? Okay, let me show you how we do it. So you will write proper, and outside proper you will write trim, and envelope the trim within proper. Can you see this? So you'll write proper first, and outside proper you'll write trim and put the trim around the proper function. Outside the proper you'll write the trim. I'm copy pasting this in the chat box. Both are same. I didn't understand both are same. Manojji, what does both are same? No, trim and proper are both different functions. Trim will remove blank spaces. Trim will remove blank spaces and keep only one character space. Okay. And proper will convert it into uppercase. Okay. Proper will convert it into first letter capital, all the other small. So proper you can call as sentence case. So proper will keep first letter capital, all the other small, and trim will remove the blank space. Trim will remove the blank space. Yes. If you all are done, let us see department column. Is there anything in department column to be done? Okay, now department column, if you see, I have something which is called as the location. In department column, if you see, I have something which is called as location. Suppose I want to separate the location from the department column. There are two ways of doing it. One, I can do the text to column with the delimiter as underscore. Correct? I can do text to column with delimiter as underscore. That is one method. The other column is I can use text after. Okay. I can use text after, which is one of the new Office 365 functions. So first I'll show you the text to column. So let me add column. Okay. Two columns I'll add because we will separate this. And then we will use the other option also. Okay. So first let's use text to column. So Control Shift and down, select the column. Go to data, and under data you'll see text to column. What does text to column do? It will divide the text or whatever matter is there in the cells into two columns or three columns based on a delimiter. What do I mean by delimiter? It could be a deciding factor of how to separate it into columns. I repeat, it is a deciding factor of how to separate it into columns. Clear? So what are the deciding factors? One could be hyphen, one could be underscore, one could be comma, one could be semicolon. It could also be space. Any of these can be considered as delimiters. So click on text to column, delimited by. Click on next. Now they will ask you, this will allow you to choose your delimiter. So here tab is selected, but tab is not the delimiter. What is a delimiter? Is it semicolon here? No. Is it comma here? No. Is it underscore? Is it space here? No. It is underscore. So click on other and here specify underscore. Can you see automatically under data preview, your department and your locations get divided into two columns. When this is not selected, it is one chunk. As soon as in other I put underscore, you'll see two columns. So under data preview, you will see department in one column and you'll see location in the next column. Click on next. Now destination, G6 onwards, that should be fine. Click on finish and here you will see department in this and you'll see the region in a new column. Can you see this? So text to column will enable you in order to separate it into different columns based on a determining factor called delimiter. Based on a determining factor called a delimiter. Please try this, everyone. Good work. Everyone completed. Now I'm going to do a control Z. Why am I going to do control Z? Because I want to show you text before and text after. Text before and text after are new Office 365 functions. Text before and text after are new Office 365 functions which perform the function of what text to column does. Or you can call them similar to left and right, but based on a delimiter. So how does text before work? Is equal to text before. Open them. Select the text, comma. What is the delimiter? Open quotes, underscore, close quotes, close bracket. Can you see this? This is how text before works. So what did it do? You only gave the delimiter. So you select the text, give the delimiter. Whatever comes before the delimiter will be displayed in the column. I repeat, whatever comes before the delimiter will be displayed in the column. What does text after do? Text after will take matter or content or text which comes after the delimiter. So if I want cloud tech, strategy, operations, cloud tech, big data, I will use text before because that is coming before my delimiter. But if I want the region like New York, Florida, Texas, California, I will use text after because the location of the region is coming after my delimiter. So is equal to text after, open bracket, select the text, comma, open quotes, underscore, close the bracket, and this will come after. Come to the corner, double click. Can you all try text before and text after, everyone, please? All those who have Office 365 or any version after 2019, MS Office can use these. Please try these functions, text before and text after. It is not available to you all. Okay, which is the version you all are using? Okay. Another thing which you all can do over here is we can also use we can also use flash filters. So for example, if I do cloud, okay, text, I go down, I do strategy. Can you see what happens when I start typing strategy? Did you see what happened? I type cloud tech, then type strategy. You can also come here and you can drag it down till the end, and then right at the end, in the drop down, you'll get flash. So suppose you're not getting the prompt, you can just drag it down and just do a flash. So flash fill can also be used in order to split. Similarly, here you'll write texts, okay, and come to the corner and drag it, and come to the end and choose flash fill. So you can use flash fill if you don't have before and after. Is flash fill available? Then use flash fill. No problem. If flash fill is available, you can use flash fill.
From where it is taking the data, the flash fill function?
From column G as reference. It is referring to column G, but not as a function or a formula, as a pattern in the data set. I repeat, it is referring to column G as a pattern in the data set.
And can you click on the this one, the I column? New author
Sure,
text.
there'll be no formula. It's not formula,
Okay.
it's pattern. So for example, let me show you something. Okay. Now, for example, I have these three names. If I come here and I take S, L, whatever I take in initials, if I come to the corner and I drag this down, click on the drop down and do flash. Can you see what it did? It picked up the initials. This is what flash fill does. It is not a function. It is not a formula. It is just checking for patterns in your data set. It is just checking for patterns in your data set. That's it.
We have to click on that box,
In the
that
box, you
corner.
click on last option. Yes, called flash fill.
Mm. Oh, that box is from data we have to, but still the box is not available, visible. Where I have to click?
Did you drag it down? Did you drag it down after doing
Yeah.
it once? You're not getting the box. Would you like to share your screen?
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, I
It
can.
came. You want
Yeah,
to share your
flash
screen
fill.
or you
Okay.
found?
Yeah, I found.
F3 is keyboard shortcut.
F3.
Yes, yours text before and after is working, or this is the flash fill you've used? I think this is flash fill, right? फ्लैश fill यूज किया है ना? Okay. Now the next step which we are going to do is we are going to remove duplicates. Okay, the next step which we are going to do is we are going to remove duplicates. In order to remove duplicates, what will we do? We'll do Control A to select the whole data. And under data, we have something over here which is called as remove duplicates. What will this do? All duplicate items from your data, all duplicate items from your data will be removed. Okay, so first select the whole data, then under data tools, go to remove duplicates. What will remove duplicates do? It will remove the duplicate items, or if the data is duplicate in nature, it will remove it all. Click on remove duplicates. My data has headers. You have to keep that clicked. These are your data headers. Click on OK, and you will find, I think, around 3 or 4 duplicates. Click on it. Can you all try this? Remove duplicates. Remove duplicates, everyone, please. Okay, good work. Now what we are going to do is, the next thing which we are going to do is, can you see over here in this profit margin column? Can you see over here in this profit margin column, there are certain errors. In the profit margin column, there are errors. In the profit margin column, there are errors. We will take care of these errors by using something which is called as the if error function. If error function will take care of error values, any kind of error, NA error, reference error, division error, any error can be handled with the if error function. What does the if error function do? It takes care of errors. So there are two parts to this function. Value. So if you're getting a value, it will display the value, comma. But if you are getting an error, you can customize the error alert. That means instead of displaying a div error or a reference error or an NA error, if you would like to show something else, for example, hyphen, you can do that using if error function. So is equal to if error M7, comma, value if error के लिए what we will do is open quotes, hyphen, close quotes. So in order to show a hyphen instead of an error, I am using an error if error function. What will if error function do? If the value is there, like profit margin, it will show the profit margin. But if it is showing a div error, instead of that, it is showing hyphen. See this? Hyphen. Why? Because it's a div error. So if error function will take care of errors in your formula of function. So I can come here, profit column is equal to if error. Open it. So begin with an equal to sign, then write if error. Two parts to the formula. First, if value is being shown, it will give you value. But if value is not shown and error is being displayed, you can customize the error alert and show a hyphen or a blank space or anything like that. So select the value, comma, value if error. So if an error will be shown, instead of the error, what can you do? Open quotes, hyphen, close quotes, close, enter. Come to the corner, double click, Formatting is not up to the mark, so I will go to Home tab and I will go to the drop down and choose percentage formatting in order to format this properly. So tell me, does column M look better or does column N look better? Please tell me, everyone. Which column looks better? Definitely
And
column N, right? Why? Because there's no error. See, whenever your sheet has an error, no, it may not always be your mistake. It could be data is insufficient, data has mistakes. But if you give your colleagues or team holders, they'll feel, Arey, this person doesn't know Excel. They have given a sheet with errors. They don't realize that the data is less, data is incomplete. That is why the errors are shown. So always clean up the data sheet and then share it. I'm copy pasting this formula here so that you can try it out, everyone. Two parts to if error. When we do VLOOKUP in the next session, on the following sessions, we will be using VLOOKUP with if error also to take care of lapses in the data or insufficient data. Please try, everyone. We'll wait for everyone else to complete and then we'll go ahead with the last option for today, which is selecting the blank cells and replacing it with NA in order to clean up the whole sheet. Good work. Thank you. Did everyone? Because answers are different. My answer is different. I didn't get the.
yes, for me it is coming. One second. Let me just put the
Yes.
cursor.
13.29. Mine is 0.1.
Is correct.
Oh, your
For me
percentage
it is same.
formatting. The
Percentage need to check.
formatting. Percentage format needs to be changed. Okay, let us go ahead. Did everyone understand why the answers were different? Okay. Now, in order to select all the blank cells at one go, okay, we will select everything using Control A. And then under Find and Select, we will go to and Special. Either we can go to and go to Special from the corner, or we can directly go to Special. In go to Special, you can select blanks, you can select conditional formatting, you can select any of these options available. You can also select validated cells or cells which have data validation applied to them. But here we are only going to select blanks. Click on blanks and say OK, and you will see all the blank cells within the whole data set are selected. Now, in order to take care of these blank cells, I want to fill NA everywhere. If I go and manually do it, it's very tedious. So I will first select the blank cells, then go to the formula bar and write NA. Now, instead of doing enter, I will do control enter, and wherever there are blank spaces, it will fill it with NA. Can you see? They are still highlighted, the blank cells, and you can see they are filled with an N. Let me show this to you one more time. So firstly, do a control A to select your whole data. Then under find and select, either go to and choose special from here, or directly go to and special. Either go to and special directly, or go to and choose special. Then click on blanks to select blank items. Go to the formula bar and write NA. Go to the formula bar and write NA. And what will you do? Instead of doing only enter, do control enter, it will fill up everything. In this way, we have cleaned up all the blanks and we have replaced them with an NA. Not able to write. I'll show you how to do it. So once everything is selected, go on the formula bar. I repeat, once everything is selected, the blank items, go to the formula bar. In the formula bar, when the cursor is blinking, write NA. Then do control enter. Try it. Go to the formula bar. Cursor will be blinking and type NA. Is it working for everyone now? Let me know if anyone wants me to repeat. It's working for everyone now? Yes, perfect. If there are two people sitting on the same computer, I hope you all are getting equal chance to practice. Huh? Anyone else, any questions, any queries? Today's session was majority about data cleaning up, about data formatting. Now, once you format the whole data, and you do not want to make it a table, you can also use these table type formatting and convert it into a table from format as table. Click on OK. And here you have finally cleaned up and completed your data. So from Home tab also, you can format your data as a table in order to clean it totally. So now your data is a table format. Now, what is the advantage of table? If new rows are added or if the data changes, it will automatically reflect in your table. Any questions on anything that was covered in today's session? Anyone, any questions? Are we good to go? Okay. So thank you very much everyone for your time and for actively participating in today's session. The next session is going to be on Friday. So please connect everyone. It will be session 4 where we will talk about pivot table in detail. So